Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, nigga, on any day. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, nigga, on any day. What's going on? We back here on Past Speaks. I came across a video that I definitely want to check out in regards to the games over the weekend, specifically the Lakers and Clippers. The video comes from ESPN and their YouTube channel. The title of the video is Stephen A. and Shannon Sharpe go at it over Lakers' chances. And this is from First Take. So let's see what they're talking about on First Take this morning.
Span. All right. Tad Johnson.
As we see the Lakers that moved to 2 in the West, I still don't believe it, bro. They still aren't playing teams that are 100%. Norman Powell went out last night. Would have been a different story if he were in the game, but the Clippers aren't shit, so they really aren't expected to do anything, especially beat the Lakers now that they have Luka Doncic. Still barely beating them. They beat them by 4 points Friday night. They beat them by 6 last night, and the score was awfully similar. 102 to 106 on Friday, 102 to 108 on Sunday night. So they played the Mavericks. The Mavericks didn't have their full roster. They played the Nuggets. The Nuggets were struggling, having a bad game off a 9-game winning streak, just hit a wall. They played the Timberwolves. They didn't have their full roster. Then Anthony Edwards left the game in the third quarter, got ejected. So they've been getting lucky, man. Been getting lucky. But nonetheless, they are 2 in the West behind the Thunder. But the West is pretty tight after the Thunder, with the Lakers at 38-21, Nuggets at 39-22, Grizzlies at 38-22, the Rockets at 37-23. And I honestly don't think in a 7-game series the Lakers can beat the Thunder, the Nuggets, or the Grizzlies, especially with the team they have right now. And maybe even the Rockets, bro. But the Rockets are still fairly young. So, but let's go.
Buddy, how are we doing?
I'm doing good.
Looking clean, the Cardis, okay?
I'm trying.
Okay.
I manifested this. I just want to say thank you.
You did?
You know, thank you. I appreciate you, so I'm glad to be home.
I appreciate that. I'm a big man of
What's up with these niggas having football players coming on, hockey motherfuckers, and coming on talking about basketball? Why? They had Gilbert Arenas on the other day. Why wouldn't y'all bring Gilbert Arenas back or something like that? Even though I don't really fuck with Gilbert Arenas' opinion or his mind in regards to basketball, still, nigga, they always got like some off-brand motherfuckers on here talking about basketball. Fuck out of here.
and you know, I want to thank you for coming to New York. I appreciate you coming to the city.
It's only a 2-hour flight, and I have no problem leaving the house. I just want to say something. Now that you brought me here, you're going to have a hard time getting me to leave. I'm letting you know now.
There we go. There you go. Could you just do the show, man?
I'm here.
You just do the show. Let's go. What's up, Shay?
What's up,
Shay? You all right, man?
I'm doing great, guys. I'm doing great.
And we know why Ocho Cinco's on here or Chad Johnson, because, you know what I'm saying, that's Shannon Sharpe's partner on Nightcap, the show they have.
You see how much love I give to Nightcap? I made it Daycap here. You understand? I brought your boy in the house. He said, ain't that something?
It's like a crossover special right now.
It's like a crossover.
All right, let's get it. Shay, I'll start with you. How many teams in the West are you taking over your Lakers right now?
Huge news. You can get a son of for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
I'm not really sure I'm taking any right now, considering they're the only team that have 2 balls.
Excuse me for that bullshit ad. And the next time I'm going to turn it down, but I got to figure, they didn't even let me skip that shit. My bad.
Qualified superstars that are in contention. You look at what the Suns have, they're not really in contention, and I understand that the Warriors added Jimmy Butler. But when you look at OKC, are we sure they have 2? Now, we know they have 1 bona fide, which is Shea. Like Jalen Williams just dropped the career high the other night, 41 points, and they seem to be playing extremely well. But the way the Lakers are playing right now, the way Luka...
The Thunder don't have 2, but at the same time, man, like I said before, it's not about who you play with. It's about how you play together, man. So they don't need 2 stars or whatever the case. They have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing what he's supposed to do, and then they have the rest of the team, the role players, stepping up and doing what they're supposed to do. Evidently, whatever they have going on in Oklahoma City is working. So they don't need 2 people like the Lakers, man. Like LeBron always needs fucking help and shit. Fuck out of here.
is starting to get his legs, get his conditioning back. And LeBron has been great. He's been great his entire career, but he's really been exceptional since he's turned 40. I'm not sure that I'm taking anyone.
He's been great his entire career. You see how he threw that in there real quick because LeBron's been crying. So now niggas is trying to, just like in that last video, they was on there sucking his dick and sucking the Lakers' dick, and when they were watching the highlights. And here this nigga is slipping in. He's always been great, always played great. Nigga, just talk, nigga. We know.
Now, we know things can happen, but if the way they're playing and keep building chemistry, remember, they played last night without Rui. They played last night without Kobe of the Ozark, which is Austin Reeves. When they get those guys back, with the way the bench is starting to play.
Did that nigga say Kobe of the Ozark? Ain't the Kobe of shit. Fuck out of here. The Kobe of, the suburban YMCA. Fuck out of here.
Connect is starting to get his legs back. He's starting to get over. Man, they shipped me out. They brought me back. He's starting to get over that. I like this Lakers team. I'm not sure. Are you telling me in 7 games they couldn't beat Memphis? They couldn't beat the Nuggets? I told you the other day, Stephen.
Fuck no, they can't beat the Nuggets or Memphis in 7 games, nigga. That's 7 games. The Nuggets, whatever they did against the Nuggets, I guess Nikola Jokic was struggling, still had a triple-double. You don't think that the Nuggets are going to adjust? Because it looks like they were just really giving a lot of their attention to the Nuggets. And LeBron James and Luka Doncic aren't going to play defense. So, with that said, and them coming off that game, the last game they played against the Lakers, the Nuggets are going to adjust. And definitely in the 7-game series, nigga, they're going to adjust to how the Lakers play Nikola Jokic. So, and then the Grizzlies, they're more energetic, and I don't really know much about their defense. Like I said, I don't think anybody plays great defense in the NBA, but they're definitely more energetic, and it's definitely going to be tough to stop Ja Morant getting in the lane and creating and scoring, because he's a motherfucker, and they don't have anybody on their team that can guard him, man. So I'll be curious to see either one of them, the Nuggets or the the Nuggets or the Grizzlies, against the Lakers in a 7-game series.
Matter? OKC, KFC, UFC. Lakers in 5.
You know what, man? Listen, it's gotten to the point where the Lord could come down and sprinkle water on somebody and touch them. And Shannon would still pick LeBron James before one of those people. He's ridiculous. Stop this nonsense. With the Oklahoma City Thunder, have you seen them? That's the one team I think that you look at right now. I know they lost in the playoffs last year to Dallas. I know they're young. But you see that brother, that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you see how nasty that brother is, that superstar that he is. You saw Jalen Williams do what he did yesterday. You see Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren, the combination. Let's not forget Alex Caruso being there as well. Why do I bring up names like Alex Caruso, Shannon, Ocho? Why do I bring up a name like a Chet Holmgren as well? I did this on NBA Countdown yesterday.
Alex Caruso, another player, I wouldn't say affected by the LeBron curse, but you want to know something? I would say he benefited from playing with LeBron. See, that type of player, a role player, like Austin Reeves, Alex Caruso type of motherfucker, they're benefiting from playing with LeBron, yes. But star players that have been established as the main focal point of their team, other places, when they come to play with LeBron, it hurts them. Not only does it hurt them while they play with LeBron, it definitely sucks all the energy and life out of them, and then they're not the same after they play with LeBron.
I couldn't wait to throw this out there at you, Shay, because I know you was too busy to watch, because Lord knows you got 1,000 things to do. You ain't had time to watch your boy. But that's all right. That's all right. Okay. Let me tell you this right now. Check this out, Ocho. OKC's NBA rankings in defense and hustle categories. Defensive efficiency, number 1. Field goal percentage defense, number 1. 3-point percentage defense, number 1. Steals per game, number 1. Turnovers forced per game, number 1. Points off turnovers, number 1. Deflections per game, number 1. Loose balls recovered per game, number 1. Charges drawn per game, number 1. I mean, damn. What do you have to do? What else do you have to do? Shannon? Ocho?
And the way he just described he just gave you all those numbers, and those are facts. And I'm trying to look them up myself on Basketball Reference on that application. But do you see how he just laid out all that information about the Thunder and their defense? They can't do that with the Lakers. They just say the Lakers are playing great defense. How are they playing great defense? Brian Windhorst said that in the previous video I did. I want to know how they're playing great defense. How Stephen A. just laid out to you they're first in deflections, first in steals, first in charges taken, etc., etc. When they say that shit about the Lakers, they're playing great defense. They have the top rated defense in the last 18 games. How, nigga? And that's what I was talking about in previous videos. So I'm so glad Stephen A. Smith brought that up, man.
All they need is one of those brothers to step up and help out Shea, because we know Shea gonna do his thing.
Every time.
All they need is one of them. I love what I'm seeing from the Lakers. We all know I'd rather be in LA than Oklahoma City in May and June. We know this. But in the end, let me tell you something.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities.
It doesn't matter, man. Honestly. The Oklahoma City, LA, anywhere in America, especially in the spring or summer, is straight. As long as you got money to enjoy wherever the fuck you are, man.
With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Fuck on, Capital One.
OKC, they can't be dismissed.
Listen, I was going to say the same thing. When you think about it, as great as LeBron has been playing, as great as the combination of having Luka and him together, Luka getting his legs up underneath him, you be getting to see the old Luka that was in Dallas as he gets his rhythm and consistency back. But something about SGA out there in OKC, the bench is, I think, a little bit better than what they had with the Lakers.
Okay.
And collectively as a team, with everything you just ran down in those accolades and the resume that they have and what they're able to do consistently as a team together collectively is much better than what the Lakers are going to do and can do.
Okay. Go ahead.
I agree. And that's going to be a good game when the Lakers, I don't know if they play again the rest of the season. I'm sure they do. That's going to be a good game. And with the standings, they're not going to really meet in the playoffs unless it's late in the playoffs, at least how it looks right now. But yeah, man, Lakers ain't beating no fucking Oklahoma City Thunder, bro.
Janet?
Are we sure?
Not in a 7-game series. And I don't even think in the regular season.
Are we sure?
Are you sure?
Remember what happened
Are you
last year?
sure?
Let me ask you a question. Was SGA any good last year? And Luka went into his building and took 2 of them? I mean, are we sure, Stephen A? That's where you really want to go with this?
Yeah, that's
That was last year, nigga. This is a brand new year.
where I really want to go. That's where I really
Think
want to
about
go.
it. LeBron James is LeBron James. The first time in 22 years, we finally can say that there might be a player on his team that's better than he is. Because nobody has gone longer and been the front man. Has he? I mean, I'm trying to figure out. Has it, Stephen A? No. Has there anybody gone any longer than what LeBron James has gone as being the front man? Maybe Ron Isley or the Isley brothers, because they've been a group for about 55 years. But only Ron or Isley have a longer run as a front man than Goat James. I came for you today, Stephen, because I knew you was going to go with this.
The thing is, Goat James, if he's the fucking GOAT, he should still be the front man. And he shouldn't need a player like Luka Doncic coming to play with him to help him get over the hump and be successful, especially in his latter years. When Michael Jordan was in his latter years, 35, 36, 37, he was the helm of the team, leading them to victories and ultimately the championship. So if LeBron James decides he wants to still play at 40 and wants to accept all this praise and shit, cry about motherfuckers who talk shit about him, but at the end of the day, he gets praised a lot, especially on mainstream media, and he wants to accept all this praise and crown himself and do all this bullshit, then nigga, you should still be the front man at 40. Now, I don't want to hear that 40 shit, because when the nigga does good or something, people say, oh, he's 40 years old. He's still putting up these type of numbers at 40. And then when he's struggling or something like that, well, he's 40 years old. He can't do it all. He needs help. Get Luka Doncic, the best young player in the NBA today, to come help him. Man, fuck out of here, bro. You ain't no fucking GOAT.
Now, before Clippers run this, When was the last time you saw a Kawhi commercial? When was the last time you was in LA and saw a billboard?
Well, you talking to the wrong dude because I never thought Kawhi deserved a commercial. So you talking to the wrong dude asking that damn question. That's number one. Number two, I give the Lakers love where it's due. But let's understand something right now, Shannon. As great as
Yeah, and real quick, Kawhi Leonard is not a superstar or he's an all-star and all this. He ain't no fucking superstar. And he's like, man, and because of his success, they kind of like forced him in that light. Man, fuck out of here with Kawhi Leonard, man. He's not influencing anybody. There's probably people that like him and like his game and his demeanor. There's always somebody for somebody. But man, he's not a superstar. Nobody's really like trying to be like Kawhi Leonard or is inspired by Kawhi Leonard. And he really hasn't played the same since he started to suffer these injuries and shit, man. He's been really mediocre. He was playing great earlier in his career, but nowadays it's not as impressive as it was, man.
LeBron James has looked, as great as LeBron James has looked, as much confidence as we have in Luka Doncic, let's give love to J.J. Redick and what he's got the Lakers doing defensively.
For sure.
I mean, that is really what's standing out.
Yeah.
Now, I ask you this. Are you sure that same defense going to be able to do what they're doing when they go up against Shea?
And we know this is...
Real quick, J.J. Redick isn't doing shit, man. I'm tired of motherfuckers acting like all of a sudden he's just... Oh, he's one of the best coaches in the NBA. He should be considered for coach of the year. He has them playing great defense. J.J. Redick ain't doing shit, man. He ain't doing shit more than what Darvin Ham was doing or Frank Vogel. Nigga, Darvin Ham, like I said, they won the in-season tournament, which you Laker fans really enjoyed, so I don't want to hear shit. The in-season tournament is stupid and it's irrelevant, but it's relevant to Laker fans. Obviously, when they were popping champagne after they won a fucking NBA championship. They didn't win the in-season tournament this year. They did with Darvin Ham. So I don't want to hear shit about J.J. Redick being this, and that, and motherfuckers talking shit about Darvin Ham. And then Darvin Ham had them finish 5th his first year. They played in the play-in and ended up getting into the playoffs. But his first year, they finished 5th and went to the Western Conference Finals. They got swept, but they went to the Western Conference Finals. Before that, what was it, Frank Vogel? Shit, he led them to an NBA championship. And then the nigga even had wasn't Luke Walton the coach before that. Like, man, the fuck out of here, bro. It has nothing to do with J.J. Redick, man. And if it does, he's not doing anything more than other coaches have done prior to coming into the Lakers. Now, I did mention Luke Walton, because he was obviously the coach of the Lakers. Luke Walton wasn't shit, but I'm just saying, man, I just thought about that because, you know, he's played for 3 coaches already with the Lakers since 2018. But yeah, man, they won a championship with Frank Vogel, went to the Western Conference Finals with Darvin Ham, and won the in-season tournament with Darvin Ham. So if J.J. Redick, he's already failed to win in the in-season tournament. Maybe they'll do it here moving forward. But if J.J. Redick can't get them to the Western Conference Finals, I don't want to hear shit about J.J. Redick winning Coach of the Year, being some fucking great coach, and definitely being better than Darvin Ham. Because the only reason why people say that shit and attack Darvin Ham is because he's black, man. And they don't do that shit to J.J. Redick because he's a white boy and he looks like he's from goddamn Noblesville or Carmel or something. That's the only reason. And if you're not familiar with Noblesville or Carmel, it's the suburbs of Indianapolis. Fuck out of here.
But we know definitively, categorically for certainty, GOAT James can dominate a series. Luka Doncic can dominate a series. Now, when you put these Wonder Twins together, when they activate, Wonder Twins activate LeBron James in the form of 2015 championship, Luka Doncic into Western Conference most valuable player
I'm not
last
mad at
year.
it.
And once they activate,
I hope you're right. Just for my own personal reasons, wanting to be in Southern California instead of OKC, damn it. I'm not rooting against it, but you act like you certain. And I'm saying you can't be certain with what the hell we seeing in OKC.
Chad?
The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. The statistics are there. What OKC has been able to do offensively, defensively. Again, I love Luka. I love LeBron together. I love the combination what they're able to do. Will they be able to get it done in a 7-game series against SGA and those young bulls over there?
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
This motherfucker, man, they getting on my nerves with this shit. You can't skip through this shit at all. Why can't I skip through this shit?
That's the one team I think.
Are you ready to put
I don't know why I can't skip through that shit. That's weird, man. But nonetheless.
your reputation? Are you questioning whether or not GOAT James in a 7-game series, Luka Doncic in a 7-game series, are you willing to take these young pups just started preschool?
Yes, nigga. What the fuck? Do you not understand how they're playing? They're playing good. Just because you are on LeBron James's dick doesn't mean that other players and other teams aren't doing great in the NBA, man. And just because LeBron James is playing with Luka Doncic, that doesn't mean they're going to win a championship. It takes more than just two players playing on the same team that are high usage players that don't play any defense to win and be successful. Yeah, it's looking good right now. It's the regular season. You got teams like kind of struggling with injuries and shit like that. They just acquired Luka Doncic, a top 10 player in the NBA. So things are cool, are good right now for the Lakers. But nigga, once everybody is 100%, they start making these playoff runs and getting in playoff mode. We gonna see how good the Lakers really are, man. And nigga, a 7-game series against a team like Oklahoma City with Luka Doncic and LeBron James, two motherfuckers who couldn't guard a chair, and I guess JJ Redick has them playing some type of great defense, but in the playoffs, man, it's gonna be a different story, especially against the Nuggets and shit. Get the fuck out of here, Shannon Sharp.
Gilgis is in kindergarten.
I'm not saying
but the rest of them is in Head Start.
I'm not
to
saying
Shannon's
that.
point, how much of experience is there going to be a factor?
Experience will be a factor. There is no doubt about it. But again, when you look, for example, I bring up Alex Caruso that's helped their defense immensely. Why does that matter? He did help win the championship. The brothers got some experience. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is that dude. Jalen Williams is young, but the brothers are lying. You look at their depth, their youth, their fresh legs. Playoff time comes, the game slows. You don't have to worry about back-to-back. So that's the kind of thing that favors a Luka. That's the kind of thing that favors a LeBron James, no doubt about that. Only thing that I'm saying about it is that you can't definitively look at the Lakers and say there's nothing to be concerned about.
Right.
I got the Lakers being unquestionably in my mind. I think they can take out anybody. Except you can't just dismiss OKC with what you're seeing from.
Who do you want to see them play in the first round, Stephen A?
The Lakers?
Yeah.
I personally would love to see them play Dallas.
Okay.
I want Luka versus Anthony Davis in the first round. We know.
If that happens and Dallas has Gafford, Lively, and Anthony Davis healthy, and they can sustain being healthy, especially Anthony Davis, and then they have a healthy Kyrie Irving and Klay Thompson, man, they'll fuck around. They'll beat the Lakers, nigga. Ain't no fuck around. They'll beat the Lakers, nigga. So be careful what you wish for.
LeBron is always a part of the mix. Please don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, here's the thing that I would tell y'all this. This is why I bring up Dallas as opposed to any other team in terms of a first round.
Yep.
Everybody would talk about Golden State because Jimmy Butler's there now, blah, blah. I'm saying this is what makes LA against Dallas interesting. You have any idea how much pressure is going to be on Anthony Davis? They put coffins in the streets of Dallas. They were depressed.
Yeah.
Nico Harrison was getting death threats. These people are miserable. They can't believe that you traded away a 25-year-old superstar.
Yeah, but he's injured.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm saying, but once he comes back,
but he's coming back
before
the point. No, there is no grace period. Once he comes back, playoffs are going to begin. He's got to be ready.
She needs to shut up. And there's really no pressure on Anthony Davis. I know I've heard somebody talk about, it was Stephen A. Smith and I think Mad Dog Russo. And they were talking about the pressure on Anthony Davis. And I agreed, but now I don't. And Mad Dog was right. He changed my mind. There's pressure on Nico Harrison, the GM, for Anthony Davis to play great, especially when they play the Lakers. If they were to play the Lakers in the playoffs, there's no pressure on Anthony Davis. And actually, Anthony Davis showed you that he's ready to step into his role with the Mavericks by having 26 points. I want to say 7 assists and 10, 11 rebounds. Like, he was on his way to 12 rebounds. He was on his way to a triple-double in the first half. He could have got a triple-double in the first half had he not got injured. So I don't think there's any pressure on Anthony Davis. It's more on Nico Harrison and his decision that people question. But I think it was the right decision.
And there is no time in the career of Anthony Davis, fellas, that he has been under more pressure than he will be in a series versus Luka, because he's got to get peace of mind in the city of Dallas, to be able to walk the streets of the city of Dallas, be able to go to a damn restaurant and everything. He got to show up and show out if Luka is on the opposite end of the bench. He's got to do it.
We get it. That's first round matchup you want, obviously, because of the trade. Chad, where are you?
Same, even see, based on the trade. Obviously, you know,
Man, shut your ass up. I can't stand Molly Karam or whatever the fuck her name is. And she trash. Straight up. She don't look better than, what's her name? Joy Taylor at all. That's neither here nor there.
the people in Dallas, they upset. How do you let a player like Luka go, especially that young, especially with the production he does on the court? I was confused by it.
Yeah.
I talked to Shannon. Obviously, I talked to you too, as well. Mm-hmm. All the pressure is on AD. If that happens, that matchup happens in the first round, AD has to come and show out. Regardless of injury, I don't care about your past. As far as being hurt, you got to come in and do what you've done, and you always done, and why you're one of the best. Before he left LA, before the season started, LeBron said one thing: I'm passing the keys to you. The house is yours. They say that for a reason.
Right.
So now you got to go over there in Dallas and prove it.
Yeah.
Nigga, LeBron was just saying that shit. He wasn't sincere. They never gave the keys to Anthony Davis, and that's why they didn't have the success they should have had with a player like Anthony Davis playing with LeBron James. And obviously, LeBron James, that's the trend of LeBron James, to bring in a player of that caliber, an all NBA caliber, all-star, superstar player, and he didn't even want to give him the keys. So, like I said, we'll see how long this lasts with the Lakers as far as LeBron and Luka Doncic. And maybe LeBron knows he can't get in Luka Doncic's way like he's done other people. But, yeah, they didn't get the keys to Anthony Davis at all. And like I just said, man, there's no pressure on Anthony Davis. The pressure is on Nico Harrison. Anthony Davis, why the fuck would he have pressure to go out there and perform at his best, which he's going to do. But why would he feel pressured? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Man, them fans, man, they were saying all that shit. And that's really the fans. Honestly, that's really the fans that sit up in the nosebleed sections and shit, man. All the fans that you can see in camera during the games and shit, they were cheering for Anthony Davis. You feel me? So, I don't understand what y'all are talking about when y'all say the pressure is on Anthony Davis. Man.
And prove it that they made the right decision.
And, oh, by the way, he got somebody named Kyrie. Let's be very clear. LeBron doesn't win a championship in Cleveland if it were not for Kyrie.
Absolutely.
Average 27 that season.
Well, you keep
put on the show, by the great block show.
Kyrie Irving, the real MVP of the 2016 NBA Finals. And Stephen A. Smith just said it right there, bro. And I'm about to rewind it, but, nigga, he just said LeBron doesn't get that championship without Kyrie. I've been saying that, and it was proven the year before when Kyrie got hurt in the finals, early in the finals, and they didn't pull it off. But let's just think about that. He wouldn't have a championship without Kyrie. So let's go back to the Heat. Would he have a championship had he not gone to play with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh? Would he have a championship had he not brought in Anthony Davis to play with him in L.A.? Also, Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo, JaVale McGee, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Alex Caruso. That was a super team. Just having Rondo, LeBron James, Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis, and JaVale McGee on one fucking team. So he doesn't have any championships if he doesn't play with all the players he's played with and doing all this moving around, man. He can't lead you to the promised land off of his play and his leadership alone. And maybe that's good that he has the awareness to know that. But when you take all the credit and still call yourself the king, the GOAT, the chosen one, and all this bullshit, and you love all the praise you get, you're crowning yourself, you have your teammates crowning you and shit. Nigga, you should be able to get it done without having to play with the players that you played with over your career. So I think it's safe to say if LeBron hadn't played in Miami with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, he wouldn't have a championship. You just heard Stephen A. admit that he wouldn't have a championship in Cleveland without Kyrie Irving. He definitely wouldn't have one with the Lakers if he hadn't played with all the players I just named. And the bubble situation in COVID didn't happen.
But who hit the three to win the chip? Let's be clear.
Got another one last night. Who?
Because I want to say in 2018, the Lakers missed the playoffs. LeBron's first year. The fuck out of here.
Had a triple-double in Game 7. Who led everybody in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals?
Okay.
Who did that?
I gotta go back to those.
And you keep saying he wasn't the one without him.
And see, that's LeBron's thing. Yeah, he had a triple-double. He averaged, what did he say? But I'll go back. But see, that's LeBron's thing. Yeah, you padding the stats and shit. And that's what creates this facade as you being the greatest and he led the team. Man, he played good. He padded the stats. But it was not the reason. All the shit that he did not get them over the hump. Kyrie Irving and the way he was playing got them over the hump, man. It would have been another wasted effort for LeBron James had Kyrie not played in those 2016 finals, man.
But all I know, LeBron is going 2 other.
Let me go back.
Who led Joe by the great Kyrie? Let's be very clear. LeBron doesn't win a championship in Cleveland if it were not for Kyrie. Average 27, that's
Well, you keep
put on the show by the great
know-
block, sure. But who hit the three to win the chip? Let's be clear.
Got another one last night. Who had a triple?
And was making big shots the whole series, man. The whole playoffs, but that whole series, I'm trying to tell you, man. I didn't want the Cavaliers to win. I like Kyrie Irving. I didn't fuck with LeBron James, but I was always thinking in my head and telling the people that I was watching the game was like, man, this motherfucker gonna be the reason why they win. And it was making me mad because I knew that was true. It was a fact, bro. If they win, it's gonna be because of Kyrie Irving, and he's giving them a great chance to win. Kyrie Irving had me pissed, even though I was a fan of his.
Double in Game 7. Who led everybody in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals?
Okay.
Who did that?
I gotta go back to those.
And you keep
So what, nigga? He averaged a triple-double in the finals. And like I said, it'd been another wasted effort had he not have Kyrie on his team.
he wasn't the one without him.
That's about
But
all
all I
those
know, LeBron is going 2 other locations and won championships. Now you tell me the championship somebody has gone without GOAT James and won a championship.
Okay, wait.
I'll wait because we
Jay,
only
I
got
wanna-
another hour and 45 minutes.
And before he went to play in Miami, and I seen lame ass niggas in my comments saying that same shit that Shannon Sharp just hinted at. Before LeBron James went to Miami to play with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, he didn't have a championship. Dwayne Wade did, Chris Bosh didn't. So we could take Dwayne Wade out and say before LeBron James went to play with Chris Bosh, he didn't win a champion. He didn't have a championship. Before LeBron James went to Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love didn't have a championship. If LeBron James had never went to Miami, he wouldn't have had a championship going into playing with Kyrie and Kevin Love. But we don't know what. You know what I'm saying? That's a hypothetical. We don't know what. And before that, man, when he went to the Lakers, had Kyrie Irving not played in that 2016 finals, he would only have 2 championships with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. So, nigga, and then, like I said, when he played with, he had to bring Anthony Davis in, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo, all these great players, along with good role players, to win it in the bubble in 2020. So none of his championship runs were impressive, man, at all. And they always take away from the other players, the great players that he begged and pleaded to come in and play with him to get him to that point or over the hump to win the championship. And then when they do, none of them get the credit. Man, fuck out of here.
But here you go.
Shay, I want to get back to the topic, though, because both Stephen A. and Chad want to see Dallas, LA in the first round. If the season ended today, they would face the Warriors, obviously, if they won the play-in tournament. Which first-round match do you want for the Lakers?
They'll The Warriors fuck around and beat them, man. For real, because Steph Curry playing crazy especially ever since Jimmy Butler came on the team. And they wouldn't be able to guard Steph Curry or Jimmy Butler on the perimeter. Especially LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Like I said, they couldn't guard a fucking chair. So, nigga, they might have a problem with the Warriors, honestly.
The Warriors, because all of a sudden Jimmy Butler now they're back being the 2017-18 Warriors. I want the Warriors. I want Chef Steph. I want GOAT James, because now he got somebody to ride with him. It ain't no more Clay, Draymond, and KD. Mm-hmm. No, with Steph Curry. Now he got somebody. Because remember what happened last time he had somebody healthy. Huh?
Are you sure? Are you sure you saying Golden State because you're not scared of Dallas? Are you sure that's the reason why? You scared of AD? Because you were raving about him when he was with GOAT James, right? Are you sure you're not scared? Are you sure you're not scared of AD that's ticked off that you traded?
Raving about him when he was playing with LeBron. Now niggas is downplaying AD. And a lot of people are doing that shit. Fuck out of here, man. Before AD went to play with LeBron, he was on his way to being a superstar. Kind of hurt him playing with LeBron, but he still has a chance to, you know what I'm saying, get some of that momentum back. He's only 31 years old. But I'm glad Stephen A's calling out that nigga Shannon Sharp, talking about he want them to play the Warriors. Why you don't want to play the Mavericks? Nigga, you scared of AD? He was doing all that praising him, nigga, now, nigga. You talking down on him, and you don't even want you don't want the Lakers to see the Mavericks in the playoffs, it sound like.
From LA. You sure about that?
It don't matter. Think about what you saying. Are you talking about GOAT James? You talking like that anointed
LeBron James?
The one they call King James? The one that's unique, that you don't know anybody else named LeBron? Who Gloria James lift him up and asked what name was she going to give the greatest player to ever live because she couldn't give him an ordinary name? That guy right there.
LeBron is a hood name, my nigga. Let's keep it real. Stop.
I'm talking about that guy.
Look at the numbers, what he's averaging since he turned 40. Look at the numbers that he averaged in his MVP season. He's playing better now than he was then, if you can believe it. And now he don't have that workload. He has somebody that can create for others. He has someone that can create his own shot. He has somebody that can rebound.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
No, why they won't let me skip this shit? This shit is annoying.
Oh, man.
Niggas be playing commercials straight through. Nigga, you usually can skip the shit after a few seconds. The fuck?
Look at this.
Oh, my goodness.
Stephen A. I know somebody could never do that.
2012-13. Since turning 40. And you want to know why his numbers are able to look like that? Because playing with and sucking the energy and life out of the other players that he's played with. Those numbers wouldn't look like that if he had to be the leader and really carry a team to the promised land. He's never done that. He's been really a glorified role player, and people hold him to this, put him on this pedestal because earlier in his career he was already deemed the king, the chosen one, and one to challenge Michael Jordan for the greatest of all time. And when he won it in 2016, that's when you started hearing him say he was the greatest and all this shit. I guess because he felt like he did it by himself because he was playing with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh before. But no, man, get the fuck out of here. So that's why his numbers are able to look like that 10 years apart, 12 years apart. Because, nigga, all of the people he's played with in between then, and all of the energy, like I said, and really riding on their backs that he's done, nigga. The fuck out of here. It's like on Space Jam. That nigga's like that, like one of the Monstars from Space Jam, or one of them motherfuckers from Moron Mountain who really ain't shit. I mean, LeBron is good, don't get me wrong, but really ain't shit when it comes to leading a team to a championship and being a leader. So he has to come down with his magic ball and suck the life out of all the good players in order to get him over the hump and make him look great.
Could never.
Who that?
ever.
Who that?
You know
Who
what?
that?
My bad.
Really?
That ain't none of my
please.
business.
You ain't none of your business.
It
And
is.
you don't want to ruin you. I mean, you were doing good up
It ain't
until
none of
that
my
damn
business.
point. You better watch your
Shannon,
mouth.
I need
I
you
don't
to
even know
stay
why I
watch
brought it
your
up.
mouth.
because you're about to derail the
What was you gonna
show.
say? MJ, please.
Oh.
You better watch your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? I got to give you a
You know
history
what,
lesson.
Molly?
What
It's
you
my
need
fault.
to do is get up
It
out
is.
of your seat
It
and,
is.
and
You need
get
to
the
settle
school,
down.
get the class, and learn.
Molly,
Learn
Molly.
the facts.
Yep.
You know what, Stephen A? It's my fault because, like my grandma used to say, stir it up old poop, it still stinks. You know, Go James. Even if I bring that back up, he's still Go James. He's still that guy, and still playing.
At
You know,
least
my
you're
guy might play
consistent,
another
Shannon.
2 to 3 years, Stephen A.
Let me tell you something right now. Michael Jordan could have played 20 years in this era.
Can we say PEDs? And let's keep it real, man. A 40-year-old Michael Jordan would destroy this LeBron. Get the fuck out of here. The Michael Jordan that was playing for the Wizards, if they really wanted to build around him and shit, they could have probably made a great playoff run. Maybe got to the Eastern Conference Finals or the Finals, nigga. Who was playing at that time? Who was the best team at that time? The Nets? Yeah. Michael Jordan had a team around him, which it wasn't his. It's over, man. That's neither here or there. But he was playing great basketball at that age, nigga. And on top of that, he was playing with subpar. Not I ain't gonna say subpar talent, but the people, the team, the players he was playing with when he was playing with the Wizards. I think the best player out of them was or best individual player was Richard Hamilton, and he really hadn't come into his own at that time, man. And Michael Jordan was still doing his thing. But 40-year-old LeBron James will not be able to guard 40-year-old Michael Jordan. And I highly doubt that 40-year-old LeBron James could really just kill Michael Jordan, a 40-year-old Michael Jordan on offense. He can't even really do that against players these days. A 40-year-old Michael Jordan is equivalent is a lot better than a lot of players in the NBA today, man. Swear to God. And I think a 40-year-old Michael Jordan, the Michael Jordan for the Wizards, would destroy this version of LeBron James at 40. Fuck out of here.
That's my personal
No, he couldn't.
opinion.
No, he couldn't.
That's
No,
my
he
personal
could not have.
opinion.
He
That's
took
my
2
personal
years off.
with the
Remember,
rule
he said he
changes,
burned
no
out?
hand checking, No hand check. physicality having diminished so much. I mean, please. Oh, just stop
Especially playing under these rules, man.
it. Just stop the nonsense right now.
Your guy said he was mentally and physically fatigued. Now, if it's a lie, he said it.
Please.
Now, did he use those words, Stephen
Yes,
A?
he did.
Did
Yes,
he
he
say
did.
that? It's a simple
yes,
yes
he
or no.
did. After
No further questions, Your Honor.
Stuff like that. We understand that. Okay, you can say what you want to say. I know what I saw. I know this much. Your boy's been playing
You know
22
what I know?
years.
I honestly think Michael Jordan took that break from basketball because he was betting on games he was playing in, and not betting like, he was like kind of like Pete Rose betting on himself. That's too extreme to have to retire and do all that shit and then come back. 'Cause he knew he was coming back. I think he did that so so the investigations and all that shit can die down and they really can't dig deep into it. Because if they had, they would have found out he was betting on games he was playing in. I think that was the reason why he took that break, man. It had nothing to do with his dad or just gambling in general. Well, it had nothing to do with his dad. I think it had everything to do with gambling on himself, probably. And that's just my opinion and a theory of mine.
Boy's been 22 years, 7 more years than MJ, and still don't have as many rings. I know that much.
Chad, I like to live in the present. They like to be stuck in the past.
You know, it's good to compare.
And Go James is still a top 5 player.
All right, man. I ain't talking about nothing no more. But yeah, man, that was an interesting conversation. And like I said, we'll see what the Lakers do moving forward. If the Lakers are to play, we know they're going to be in the playoffs and don't have to worry about the play-in. At least that's how it looks right now. But the West is still tight in regards to after the Oklahoma City Thunder, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's still a tight race. But, yeah, nonetheless, we'll see what the Lakers can do in the playoffs. Because, like I said, when teams have their full roster, their health is at 100%, and they're playing their best like most teams do in the playoffs, we'll see what the Lakers are really about, man. Especially JJ Redick's fucking all-time great coaching. Whatever. But yeah, man. That's all I got.